Wow, wow, wow. Guys, look at this. I was not expecting this to drop so soon. Some people may have got burned on AE0 already, and they haven't even shipped. Let's take a look at this. So introducing the new Ice River Aleo AE1 Lite. 300 mega hash, 500 watts, $27.99. Sales start April 18th, which is right now, and shipping date is April 20th to May 15th, the exact same time as the AE0. I feel the AE0 now needs to drop even more in price, or maybe never even should have released in the first place if this is coming on the exact same timeline. This is a better price per mega hash, making a faster ROI at the same efficiency as the AE0. Now, you know, these miners aren't as popular as they were for Kaspa and Lithium and stuff, but people were still buying these up. And if you are one of those people that are looking for these miners, I'm not trying to push any miners on anybody, but people are going to buy them. So if you're one of them, be sure to check them links down in the description. But moving forward, special offer: order an AE0 by April 25th and receive a free power supply. Okay, so, you know, that's something most people just expect, but you do have to pay for those as they come here. But customers who previously purchased AE0 power supplies on our official website will receive an equivalent value coupon. Check more information at iceriver.io. The same thing happened with the price drop. Coupons went out to anyone that originally ordered the AE0 at the original price, since it dropped to $7.99. Let's take a look at the comparisons and kind of see how the AE0 stacks up against the AE1 Lite. All right, so here they are. And we don't really have to add Gold Shell into the mix because, you know, they're behind now. They are worthless miners at this point once these things get turned on. But we have the AE0 at 60 mega hash. These are the new updated numbers. 100 watts. That is an effective kilohash per watt ratio of 600 kilohash per 1 watt of power. That is coming in at $799, which works out to be $13.31 per 1 mega hash here. If you times 60 mega hash by 1331, that equals the price here. Now, here's the new AE1 Lite, which is shipping the same time as the AE0. So they're both released at the exact same time. This isn't just, so it's just super late announced for some reason. I don't think this should have even been announced in the first place, but let's continue on. This is 300 mega hash in green because it's our highest hash rate miner so far, 500 watts of power. The efficiency is the exact same as the AE0. It is coming at $2,799, but that actually works out to be $9.33 versus $13.31 per mega hash, meaning you're spending less money per mega hash, making a faster ROI. That is absolutely crazy. Now coming in and looking at profitability of this, and oh my gosh, they have that new Gold Shell AE1M in here, 230 mega hash, and look how crappy this thing looks. Like, you know, I wish I could have something good to say about Gold Shell sometime, but they don't take anybody's opinions. They just try to throw out inefficient miners for stupid prices and hope people buy them. Like, I don't know, but look at Gold Shell's 230 mega hash, 2,000 watts. I got to double check this to make sure this looks right. But seriously, 230 mega hash at 2,000 freaking watts is still profitable until anything else turns on. These are going to be dead in no time because their efficiency sucks. But here is the AE1 Lite, 300 mega hash at 500 watts. Look at this, more hash rate and, you know, a fraction of the power of the big Gold Shell alleged rack miner. Who cares if you can fit it in a rack? Who cares what it looks like and it's a cool looking rack thing? It is a pointless, worthless miner. Never should have been released. They need to make some efficient chips, not just throw a whole bunch of inefficient chips into a bigger and bigger miner and call it good. This is not the way to operate. You know, I do think Gold Shell eventually is probably going to end up bankrupt. You know, I don't think people are going to be buying their miners too well unless they, you know, make this very price competitive and for cheap power people, or obviously just quit, you know, whatever, you know, they're not going to be selling anything. Anyway, moving on here, we can see that this is currently making $41.56 a day after power. That's a 10-cent power. You know, we put this into 20-cent power here. Let's just take a look at that. Adjust these settings, and 20-cent power is $40 a day, $40.36 on the AE1 Lite. Keep in mind, I do expect the network hash rate, especially with these to come out now, to possibly double or triple. So that could drop this down to, you know, if the network hash rate doubles in 1 month's time, $20 a day. And then if it doubles again from that, it'll go down to $10 a day. So I do expect possibly $10 to $20 a day. That's at 20-cent power after just about a month and a half's time. So keep that in mind. And again, right around the corner, once Bitmain does release in the next, you know, 1-2 months, maybe 3 months tops here, all these things will become bricks. All right, guys, there we have it here. The AE1 Lite, it is coming. It is coming at the exact same time as the AE0. And let me know your thoughts and opinions on this whole operation down in the comment section. And again, people will be buying these. And as much as you say no one's going to buy these, they're worthless, people are going to buy them. And if you're one of those guys, check that link down in the description. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.